NBA Bets and Analysis Monday, November 18th. 5-2 week, $18,636 profited last week, and we won 14 out of the last 16 weeks, guys. Another winning week's in the books. 9-2 start to NBA season, 2-1 weekend. Yesterday, we lost with Baltimore Ravens, but at the end of the day, a very profitable weekend. And we got a big NBA play lined up for today, guys, and it's going to be posted for free, as always, for you guys that are subscribed to this channel, guys. If you guys did not join the challenge, it's officially closed. We've officially doubled the account. If you don't know what I'm talking about, last week on Monday, I started a challenge, $5,000, and I'm going into $100,000. Sounds crazy, but I did it last year, and you can check my Instagram for the proof. Now, we doubled the account last week. Right now, the account's sitting at $11,753. We had a 5-1 start. We doubled the account, so once we hit the goal of each week, we're done playing with that account. So yesterday, we didn't take the Baltimore Ravens with the challenge because we were done with that account. So again, the account's sitting at $11,753. It's doubled, and the goal this week is to get it to $20,000, which we will, guys. Now, big news for you guys is I've opened the remainder of the year pass one last day at a very special price, today only. So if you guys want to get every single play, not miss any action, this is your opportunity, because moving forward after today, it will just be the week and month pass that will be available to get all my plays. So great week, great month. We're up $20,869 this month alone. And before I start today's analysis, guys, as always, if you guys are learning, if you guys are growing, if you guys are finding this valuable, share this show with a couple buddies that like this as well, that want to play and want to win and want to learn how to do this rather than getting scammed or just playing their favorite teams and thinking that's a good strategy, right? Most of us were there. Show them the way so they can start winning and learning about this a little bit more, right? All I ask in return, like this video, shoot a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Now, before I start off, I started this last week. I think it's pretty powerful. Quote of the day: we must all suffer of one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, guys. And that's very simple. Yesterday, did you decide to take extra plays when you lost, chase, parlays, teasers, all that good stuff, and not practice discipline and regretted it? Or did you practice discipline, take a W, take a loss, but at the end of the day, you woke up cool, calm, collected because you know today's a new day and you practice discipline, right? That's the importance of discipline. When you don't have discipline, you chase and you end up regretting your decision in the long run, guys. Sometimes you don't, you make up ground, but for the most part, when you chase, you lose money in this industry, and that's what Vegas wants you guys to do. So be smarter than that, guys. The idea is to play with Vegas, but you want to take money away from Vegas. Play with Vegas so you know their style of how they play because they're making a lot of money, but don't let them trap you, guys. Don't let them lure you into taking a bunch of shit that's not really going to hit long term, right? So let's get to today's games, guys. We have a very powerful lineup lined up for today, and I got two games that I'm eyeing right now, guys. 9-2 start to NBA, and today we're going to make it 10-2. So the two games that I'm looking at, one of them, first one is Orlando at Phoenix Suns. So a couple of things with this game, guys. Orlando Magic, they lost Banchero, and they've been playing really well since that, right? They struggled the first two games, and ever since that, they've won the last 5 to 6 games, and they've been dominant at home this season. This season, they're 7-0 at home. Now, this game is in Phoenix. Now, a couple things stand out to me in this situation. First and foremost, today's November 18th, Monday, right? Orlando's last game was November 15th. So they're pretty rested. Phoenix, on the flip side, played yesterday, and they're coming home from a 4-game road trip, guys. They played in Utah, Sacramento, Oklahoma, and yesterday in Minnesota, and now they're coming back home after traveling, which gets teams tired, right? Kevin Durant still looking like he's out. Bradley Beal did not play yesterday, and he's still day-to-day, which if Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant aren't playing, it really all depends on Mr. Devin Booker, which yesterday he played pretty much the entire game, 39 minutes, and he put up 44 points, right? In a game where they ended up losing to Minnesota, a close game. So they're a little fatigued, and now Orlando Magic's coming in hot, rebounding the ball well, defending extremely well, and they're favored as a -3.5, which typically it's pretty rare to see that in Phoenix, right? Against an Orlando team, right? Now, Orlando's a team that's been progressing and getting a lot better over the past few seasons, so it makes sense. Now, a couple key stats with this game that we look at, right? First and foremost, we look at field goal percentage. Now, one thing that changes with my analysis now that we're heading into the third, fourth week, we have some data very similar to MLB. I don't look at the entire season. Why? Because NBA is very momentum driven, just like MLB. It happens every game. There's more volume of games. So I like to look at the last 5 games. I like to see how teams are doing over the last 5 games. To me, that matters more than how they've done the entire season, right? Last 5 games, momentums, teams get hot, teams get cold. LeBron gets hot. He shoots threes really well for a period of time, and then he gets cold. It happens to every team and every player. So it's more important for me to look at the last 5 games to see exactly how these teams are doing, and from there, we break down all the other good stuff, right? So first thing that I like to look at is turnovers. So Orlando Magic versus Phoenix Suns, who is causing a little bit more turnovers altogether right now in this situation. It's looking like Phoenix Suns are sitting at 9th, and Orlando Magic are not ahead of them by any means. So turnovers right now, Phoenix Suns are leading the way. But something to factor in here is injuries. Kevin Durant's a key component to that team, and he's out today, right? Their best player, let's call it what it is, right? Rebounding, this is a situation where Orlando Magic has been thriving a little bit more, and you see it, right? They're sitting at 11th, but Phoenix Suns not too far off. They're sitting 2 spots behind at pretty much 12th and really close, right? Not that far off. 3-point percentage, again, you guys got to factor in Kevin Durant being out in this situation. If he's not playing, obviously that's going to lower the percentage of threes that they're going to make, more likely than not. But nonetheless, Phoenix Suns are sitting ahead when it comes to shooting the 3 ball over the last 5 games. Orlando, as a matter of fact, are sitting in the bottom 3 of the league when it comes to 3-point percentages. So from there, I like to look at field goal percentages. That's one key factor I like to look at for every single game that I'm looking at, because at the end of the day, field goal percentages covers pretty much how the team's shooting altogether. And I like to go to the bottom, see if there's a team that stands out. Phoenix Suns is sitting at 26 over the last 5 games, right? So they're shooting a little bit worse field goal percentage, not 3. Field goal percentages are layups, are shots inside the arc of the 3, right? So field goal percentages, that's where they're thriving a little bit more. And free throw percentages, Orlando Magic are thriving a little bit more. What stands out to me here? What's the edge in this situation? First and foremost, fatigue. Phoenix Suns, 4-game road trip, coming back. They played yesterday, a close game. Devin Booker played 39 minutes, 44 points, and they lost. And they're coming home to face an Orlando Magic team that's scrappy, that's 2 days rested, that defend really well, and are motivated to continue winning. -3.5, the line's pretty telling as well. 3 typically is what games end by, 3 or 2, right? In NBA, it's more important with NFL, but 3.5, it's a key sign, right? So I'm looking at Orlando Magic today, money line or potentially a spread depending on the money percentages. Right now, it's really early on, guys. The game's in 12 hours, give or take, so a lot is going to happen in regards to the money percentages and money coming in on these games, right? So right now, this line opened up where it's at for the Orlando Magic versus Phoenix Suns, which is 3.5. And as of right now, spread, Orlando Magic's attracting sharp money. 35% of the bets and 87% of the handle. On the money line, they are attracting sharper money as well. So we're headed in the right direction. I still want to see how this game moves throughout the day. If it goes down, if it goes up, money percentages, injuries. Beal, a key player in that team. He's day-to-day. We want to factor in if he's going to play or not. And I'm going to keep a close eye on it. And as always, guys, today's play will be posted for free on my Instagram, at AF Sports. Here's the Instagram, so you guys follow it. That's what I've been doing. For the most part, if I don't give you guys the play in the video because I'm not ready for it, we want to do a little bit more due diligence and give you guys the best play that we analyze correctly. I do that on Instagrams or on YouTube. But for the most part, I've been doing it on Instagram to make sure the lineups, make sure of any injuries. But at the end of the day, it will be posted there so you guys do not miss out. Turn your notifications on because it's going to come out 2 to 3 hours before game time, right? Now, last game I was looking at for today was the Houston Rockets at Milwaukee. But I'll be covering that with my community. I do like the Milwaukee Bucks, but they have been playing so bad that I'm not sure if I'm going to back them up. As of now, the play is looking like Orlando Magic, but I'll keep you guys posted, right? At the end of the day, I analyzed one play in front of you guys because I'm trying to keep it short and sweet for this YouTube video. In my community, you pretty much get me analyzing majority of the games if they make sense, right? And sometimes, like last week on Thursday, I told you guys I like the Eagles. It was my main play. And I ended up taking the Utah Jazz, right? I didn't like the Eagles at the end. They ended up winning that game, but I cover all these other games in my community. I only do one game here, so sometimes if it fluctuates, it's not that I'm throwing a curveball by any means. If anything, it's I've analyzed it with my community, not in YouTube, not on the free YouTube, and I decided to go another way because of something that happened, right? So that's it for today's show, guys. Share the show. Let's continue winning. 10-2 NBA run incoming, guys, and the challenge continues today, and we continue to profit. Love you guys. Practice discipline, and if you guys are not in my community or my VIP getting all my plays, click the link below and stop missing out, guys. We invest, we don't gamble, and it's the best community for sports investing. Catch you guys tomorrow.